John, meme of the year if they sold it, Bitcoin mooned. Dude, that would be hilarious. We should call up every billion, any millionaires or billionaires, just hit them up. We're gonna put a Telegram group together and we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait. Second they sell, fucking buy it up and moon this Bitcoin thing, going straight to 75K.
What's that guy's name who's always the anti-signal, that journalist? Come on, what's his name?
Steve Aoki? For
No,
NFTs?
no.
Oh,
For NFTs,
Cramer.
it's Jim Cramer. Yeah. We've just got to. They've got to wait for Jim Cramer to say that Bitcoin is going to zero, and the next day when it moons is the time to start. I mean, that guy, it is absolutely incredible. And it's not just with Bitcoin and ETH. He talks about shares. And the next day, the share, like he says, it's time to buy the share. The next day, and I've never heard him say not financial advice, Kate. Whereas he's like on normal Web2 TV, and everything that he says to buy goes to zero, and everything he says to sell moons. And he doesn't have to say not financial advice. You tell me how he gets away with that bullshit.
I don't know. All I know is Crypto Dream just sent me the link for that president's. I'll just read it here. President Biden's here. Let me actually turn it so you guys can see. Turn on my brightness real quick. Okay.
No, we can never see so well. You got to read it.
Well, I'm going to read it too.
You can't see
President Biden's $4.7 trillion tax hike proposal. Small businesses must send a bigger check to Washington. So essentially, it's going to fall on the backs of small businesses and hardworking Americans. Now, that's written by waysandmeans.house.gov. I'm not sure who that is. It is a .gov website, so it's interesting that they're taking an approach that kind of frames it this way. But damn, $4.7 trillion tax hike proposal. Good God, bro. Like, it's wild just because, like, the difference in media, like, if this was put on by Trump, for example, my God, like the media would just be like, are you kidding me? Like, haven't you already killed enough? Like, haven't you already done this and that? And it's just like Biden doesn't nothing, bro. I don't crickets. Crickets.
That's part of this hyperinflation worry that this guy even has said that Bitcoin will be at $1 million, even though he might not be, it's not going to be $1 million, but in 90 days, it's not going to be $1 million. But his point is, so I'll bet you, let's make it smaller for you. I'll bet you $1,000 it won't be. But here's our friend Jim Cramer. I mean, I just find him. Look here, his Twitter. This is his official Twitter. Get in-depth investment advice. How can no one sue this guy? How can no one sue this guy? Get in and everything, bro. Everything he's got an investing club. Everything he says is wrong.
Wow.
Come on,
it's
man.
because of that.
He has to be getting paid too.
Yeah,
he has to be getting paid somehow too, and there needs to be a paid promotion or something. I don't know.
All undisclosed.
So let's have a look. 48 minutes ago. Okay, so we'll see where Apple is in a few days. But he tweeted 48 minutes ago. I guarantee you by Monday or Tuesday it's going to be less than 164.90. I guarantee it. I mean, but does he not know that everything he says that we all laugh at because it's the